Okay, we're going to look at a tutorial to show you how to add a product to your website. Just a quick tip, on the browser I have always have the website open in two different tabs. So here we've got Rob's Mugs, the site all the visitors will see, and then I have a second tab where I've gone into the website and I've logged in. So literally you go in, log in, as I've already done, and that puts us in the back end of the website. So we've now got a tab for the back end and a tab for the front end. This is just so you can quickly flick between the two and check your changes. It's much more efficient. Now what we're going to do is have a look at, we're going to add a product. Now just while I'm here, I shall just quickly tell you about product categories. We go into product categories and here they are. These are the ones we've already set up. If you want to add a product category, say you're going to do a different type of mug, then you just put in the name here. So I'm just going to show you. All you need to do is fill in the top line. That's all you need to do, and you then click add product category and there it appears. And that's basically all you need to do. So we're going to delete that because we don't need it. And we're now going to look at adding a product. So under the products list we're going to now click on add product, and it gives us this page, and I'm now going to put in there the title of the product. So in this case, for the example, it's a new mug. This part here is all about the description of the product, and what I tend to do, what I've done on yours is, because all the descriptions are the same, is I literally just went into, once I'd set one up, I just literally went over and I just highlighted, right clicked and copied, and that meant I can just right click and paste and all the text is there. Now what I did, just to spread it out a bit, is I put the cursor at the end of each column and I just click the return button so that we have a bit of spacing behind, and I then would select over on the right hand side, you'll see product categories, Easter mugs, Olympic mugs. I'm now going to select let's do the Jubilee mugs, what the category is. To get the photograph up, you go further down on that right hand side and you'll see featured image, and you click on where it says set featured image, and you would need, we'll talk about preparing the pictures shortly. So I've now got a picture prepared and I want to get it from my computer, so I've got what from computer, and I will select the files. If I've already got the picture on the site, then I just go from media library. Okay, so that is literally in the media library, these are all the pictures that have already been uploaded to your website. If you've not uploaded it yet, then obviously you're going to upload it from your actual computer. So this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to select the file from it by navigating to your, where are we, mug images, Diamond Jubilee, and I've edited them. Now these pictures here, if I right click and view thumbnails, these pictures here, as you will see, are the originals, and to put them on the website in that state means it's not going to show them off at their best, so we need to do a little bit of fine tuning and tweaking. So I've edited them in Photoshop, but you can use other photographic editing software. So I've actually sized them to the right size. So in this case I've made them 800 pixels square, and we're just going to put I don't know, let's put this one on, and I'm going to open it up and it automatically uploads it into the website, and it tells you what it's the progress bar there. And once it's got itself set up, you then navigate down and you will see here use as featured image. That's what we want to click on. So I click on use as featured image, I then click on the cross to close this, and it appears there. That means it will now appear in the product on the website. We're not quite finished yet because we need to put in some prices. So I'm going to put the regular price here as £4. If you wanted to have a sale, say for instance the regular price was £4 and you were going to sell them for £2 or a percentage off, then you just type in there and it would give you that displayed on the website. Do I want to enable it as featured? If I want it to be on the front page under the featured images, let's have a look at our front page and you will see what I mean. So if I click that featured image, I could have a set of mugs here where I could have the featured products. I can put a little bit of code in, and therefore when I click that featured box it will automatically take it into that featured area. I'm not going to touch that at the moment. In the advanced box, it's not taxable, so I click on none and I uncheck all of them. Inventory, if I want it to handle the stock for me, if I know I've got 10 of those mugs, and I can also allow people to allow back orders. So basically people can say, oh, there's 9 left in stock, there's 8 left in stock, and then if there's none left in stock, it will say none, it will still show the product, and if you want people to then order for something which you often need to buy in, then you can do. Now you'll notice underneath a thing called excerpt, and basically what I do there is I just take this same text, I right click and copy, and I just literally stick the excerpt in here. And the reason we do that is because when we are looking at the website, we can see that we'll always have this in there, but if we wanted to, we can display a little bit of blurb underneath here. So we do that in case we want to do it, so it saves us messing around in the future. Attributes, we don't need anything to add any attributes. Attribute would be different sizes, different colors. So basically if you had the same mug in 3 different sizes or the same mug in 4 different colors, then this is where you would list it. Basically you would go down here and you would sort it all out, and it shows you here should you want to do that. Click on that and you'll be taken to a place that will teach you how to do it. Grouping, we don't need to bother with the grouping, nothing there. So basically that's it. What we then need to do is to publish it. So we then click the publish button, and that will now be listed in the website as another product. So again, if we go to our Jubilee products, okay, that's the one that's already on there. And now what we've got underneath here, because we've got related products, here's the one I've just loaded, called it New Mug. What happened there? There we go. New Mug. And it's got all the details here, and here we got in stock 10 available, back orders allowed. So if I was to sell out, if I was to put in there 10, add to cart, we've now got £40. We can now go and view cart, and there we go, proceed to checkout, and I would then purchase it. If I then go back to the home page, okay, so having purchased those 10 mugs, if I now go back to that mug, I come along and I want to purchase it. So let's go into shop by Diamond Jubilee so we can find it. There it is, New Mug. Now we know we've just sold 10 and we put 10 in, so now it's telling me available on back order. So basically I can still order it, but they are aware that it's out of stock, and you're then going to contact them to tell them when they're likely to get their product. Okay, so when we go into all products, we can now see this is where we've got the list of products. So Diamond Jubilee, and what it does it in date order. So I've just added this one. Here's my new mug. I've now got that out of stock, and this is one I did earlier. This is still in the draft mode, so which will trash that, get rid of that one. So we've now got new mug, and it's telling me in stock 0. Okay, so that is how you add a product. When you want to go into the shop, and you saw that I've produced some categories, this is in the Jigo shop element. So you go into the dashboard in the Jigo shop, and it gives you all the information, how many products you've got, how many orders are pending. It gives you how many monthly sales, so you can look at your monthly sales here. What we're interested in at the moment is in the settings, and we've got general settings where we've got we haven't got it as a demo store, so it's live. Obviously we want to put your email address in there, so that's what we're going to set it up as. Okay, so this was my address, which I always put in because I get all copies when I'm setting it up. So I've now put your address in there, and then I shall just save the changes. Okay, so this is where you would look at all the settings, check out page. Now this has already been set up, but if you want to go through it and do a double check or change stuff, entirely up to you. These tell you where the pages are for the cart page, checkout page, and so forth. Catalog and pricing is all in here, and again I've set this up as standard. Images, sizes of the images I've set up for you. Now coupons, this is where I set some discount coupons, and you can add as many coupons as you want, and when you add a coupon you can decide whether it's going to be cart discount, cart percentage discount, or product discount and product percentage discount. Entirely up to you. You put your amount in here. What I did with the Free Plus, so I could go through and actually test it works without having to pay anything, is I put product discount and added and made it £7, because that was the £4 for the mug plus £3 for the postage, which we've already set up. So that meant I could actually go through the checkout without paying anything. When it's cart discount, it will give you discount on just the product. So it give me 100% discount. I've got a discount in here. So basically what would happen if I just put free in is it would still charge me for the postage. So I'll get the mug free, but I've still got to pay the postage. And that's how that's set up. And again, you can set up as many of these as you want. You've got a tab for your products and inventory, and it tells you how you want to set up. Some people want to do what's known as an SKU field, because they have all their inventory coded, but that when it gets into more complex products. Shipping is here, and we've got it as a flat rate, £3, which is what you said. So again, if you wanted to change the postage, then this is actually how you do it. And the payment and tax, you don't want to bother with tax unless you're going to be adding VAT on it, and so forth. And then payment gateways, we've got you down as you can pay by bank transfer, you can pay, and again, if you were going to do that, you would put in your own details here. As is how we take our payments from clients, is by bank transfer, basically, because it's quite, most people are happy to do that, and it's the most cost effective because it's free. People can pay you by check, and it tells you here, it tells people here how to make the check payable to. Cash, if you want to, I've put no for that because you don't want to be sending it out and then having it sent back. And then we've actually got it as PayPal standard, and this is your PayPal address. So anybody paying you by PayPal, it will go straight into your PayPal address. Always remember when you're doing anything on this stuff, is always remember just to, before you move away from the page, is click Save Changes. Otherwise it gets a little bit annoying when you've done a load of changes and you forget to change it, and you've got to try and remember what you did. So basically that's how you add a product. Now when it comes to the images for your products, when you go to the products and you will have the images uploaded, you do need to prepare them in some form of photo editing program. I use Photoshop because I'm also a professional photographer, so obviously I've got that product, but there is a very similar product to Photoshop called GIMP Shop, which is free. Now what I need to know is what editing software do you use, because when we come to the other video tutorial, which will come a little bit later, which is for the slider, you do need to produce those in the photo editing software so you can produce the right size of image, and we will do that. I can take you through that, but what I need to know, and I'll put this in the email, is what photo editing software you use so I can actually do the video tutorial in the appropriate software. Okay, that's it. Any questions, just get in touch and I shall take you through any other details you need to know.